Hi, I hope you're having a great day. Welcome back to NikkoVenture. As you might have guessed by now, this video is all about and it's all because of these. Just a heads up, this video might bore you because there is literally nothing worth knowing about me. I'm just a below average fellow who happens to make YouTube videos. Basically, I'm a nobody. I don't blame you though. I mean, a guy like me came out of nowhere talking about random shit that most of you might not give a shit about. So I sat down, organized my thoughts, and began writing the script for this video. And that's when I hit a brick wall, figuratively. You see, in my years in this planet, I learned to value my privacy. I don't freely give away my personal information to people, even if some of those people might not consider those information as something personal. But before that, I tended to overshare information to people who were practically strangers to me. Eventually though, I learned the importance of having or maintaining my privacy, that you don't need to share everything about yourself to other people. But I digress. The point is that there are some information about my personal life that I am not willing to share on this platform. I mean, let's just be honest. You are strangers to me, as I am a stranger to most of you. Basically, I don't know where to start to introduce myself on this video. The most obvious one to start with is my name. My name is Nikko
J.
If memory serves, according to my mother, she read my name in a book. What kind of book, you say? I can't remember. For those of you who are still oblivious, the venture in the NikkoVenture is for the word adventure. That's because I initially intended this channel to be a travel and food channel where I travel to local areas of Kobe and from there all around Japan. Unfortunately, traveling and eating costs money, a lot of money. So I looked for a new resource of content for this channel, one that would not cost me a lot of money. And then I found it. It's been with me all this time. And it's right here. And that's how NikkoVenture went from this to this. So I just turned 34 this year and I'm from the Philippines. I'm the eldest of 3 brothers. I'm happily married and have one lovely daughter. You might have seen them in one of my videos when I went home. Japan is the farthest I've been away from home. For the entirety of my life, I lived in the second largest island in the Philippines, Mindanao, in its largest city, Davao. As a child, I studied at RSELC, or the Rizal Special Education Learning Center in Davao. And then I transferred to a public school called Capitan Tomas Monteverde Senior Central Elementary School. I know it's a bit wordy for a school name. In high school, I studied in the largest public school in Davao City, the Davao City National High School, or City High. I went there, got out, and never came back. I eventually graduated high school at Rizal Memorial Colleges, or RMC, where I basically had the best time of my life as a student. It was there at RMC that I met people who I became friends with and who are still my friends even to this day. Then the time to choose a college course came. That school was San Pedro College, a private Catholic education institution in Davao City, Philippines. And thus began the 4 or 5 years of selling my soul just to pass the highly stressful physics moving exam and the many return demonstrations. Along the way, I met new people and lost most of them. Eventually though, I graduated, pinned, capped, and went straight to something like this. Then I took and passed the National Nursing Licensure Exam in the Philippines. Yes, I'm a registered nurse in the Philippines. After working as a nurse in different fields of nursing, I and my wife tried our luck abroad. We passed the N5 level of JLPT and went to Japan as foreign caregiving students. Eventually, I passed the Kaigo Fukushishi Kokkashiken and became a certified or licensed or whatever you want to call it caregiver here in Japan. I am a substandard guy who likes above standard things. I like a lot of things actually. I like eating, sleeping, reading, writing, public speaking, and of course, sleeping. I like sleeping. I also dislike a lot of things. What are those? Too many to mention. I believe I briefly mentioned I like public speaking. Yes, that's a thing. And yes, some people like me likes to speak in public. Not for a demonstration rally with vague political views. No, but for random things. I actually competed in several public speaking and or oration competitions in the Philippines. And I never won any of them. But I learned a lot of things about public speaking, like how to modulate your voice, what words to stress, and when to pause, etc. Those are some of my skills which are quite mediocre if you ask me, and if you compare those to others, just like everybody else, I am still working my way up there. The man you're seeing in most of my videos is my NikkoVenture persona. The real me, who is not in front of the camera, is a boring man. So yeah, there's that. Currently, I'm a miserable fat fool wiping Japanese asses. I'm not saying I'm not happy here.
I'm not.
But that's partly because this country is so lonely. I'm happy in a sense that I can provide for my family, give them what they want and need. And I'm happy because I can invest in things that I never thought I could just years ago. I'm happy with the fact that being away from home and being in a foreign land, I was able to grow. I'm still growing though. And I was able to get to know myself better. Char. Those are some of the things that I seldom think of when I'm in the Philippines. Nevertheless, my heart will always be in the Philippines. Don't get me wrong, I love this country. I love Japan. I like how it seemed clean, organized, and convenient. There are actually places and food here that I genuinely enjoyed. But I am not a perfect person. Like everyone else, I have flaws. I have failed in many things. One of those is that I failed to see myself working and living here in this country for the rest of my life. I just failed to see myself becoming a resident of Japan. Well, that's just me. After all, this video is all about me, right? Being unable to see myself working and living for the rest of my life in this country is one of the reasons why I decided to make videos here on YouTube about caregiving in Japan. You see, one of the advantages of becoming a foreign student here in Japan, or a Gaikokojin Ryugakusei, is the quality of education you will receive. Well, it mainly depends on how you absorb that education, but my point is that I learned many things on my study about Japanese caregiving. However, there's a huge chance that knowledge will be useless once I settle back in my home country. So I thought it would be better to share my knowledge to everyone who is willing to listen. You can think of this channel as a knowledge dump. So yeah, that's basically who I am. For the most part, I'm not here to boast, I'm just here to share my knowledge and stories if you're willing to listen. I hope I didn't bore you. Those are some of the things about me. If you have any follow-up questions, please leave them in the comments down below. I will try to answer them. Thank you so much for your time watching this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with an interested friend. If you haven't subscribed yet, you know the drill. Please subscribe. Thank you so much. See you in the next one. Babush!